Mr. G. Ramaswamy, and I have always maintained, to me, GR means greatly reliable. And Honorable Past President of the Institute, Shri B.P. Raoji, the Chairman of the Regional Council, Mr. Babu Ibrahim, other dignitaries on the dais, my esteemed council colleagues, Mr. Venkateshwar Vallu, Mr. K. Raghu, Mr. Devraj Reddy, the past president, Mr. Balakrishnan, the two esteemed past council members, Mr. Jose and Mr. V.C. James. And I must say, sitting right in front is my guru of so many, Dr. Girish Ahuja. I think you will have the privilege of hearing him tomorrow. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, probably everyone nourishes some kind of a desire, some kind of an ambition. I also probably at the back of my mind at any point of time must have had some kind of an ambition or desire that I should be addressing a political rally. And to me today it appears to be a political rally here which I am addressing. The kind of strength that the members are in, my hats off to Babu Ibrahim and his company, his team, who have been able to collect so many people all across. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And I can only say that it's very difficult to find this in North India or Western India or anywhere. I think in the regional conferences I have not seen in any other part of the country some such kind of a gathering taking place. I must also say that recently we had been to World Congress in Kuala Lumpur, and can you imagine a figure that the number of accountants which gathered there, the total number of accountants who gathered there all across the globe were more than 6,000. And 800 alone were from Nigeria. I think it's absolutely a mind-blowing figure. And the kind of arrangements that they had made, I think I've never seen anywhere else. It's a matter of regret, let me say that in a country like ours, we don't have any convention center which can probably accommodate 6,000 people. And they have that convention center. And I think in every breakout session there were people, there were delegates exceeding 1,200. And the kind of arrangements which had been made, absolutely uncomparable. I think we need to learn a lot from such bodies. And I must say that there is a need, and this is what I have been telling the government officials also, that there is a need that we are also able to build the convention centers all over the country. Even in places like Delhi, Mumbai, etc., we have no convention centers. In Delhi, we are going to hold an international conference, and we are trying to limit the total gathering to 1,500 because the maximum attendance which can be accommodated in Vigyan Bhavan is about 1,300. That's the kind of situation. And one may not like to get into the other things of it, but I must say that it's a remarkable experience to be here. And of course, friends, I have the Vice President from your region going to take over from me on 12th of February 2011. And I'm very sure, I think somebody said about the team, I am proud of the fact that we are working as a team, let me tell you that. There is no doubt in my mind. And the kind of support that I have been able to have from the Vice President, my hats off to him, my compliments to him, because any time that I have said anything, it has been carried out. I have never been able to bother, I have never been worried as to what is happening right across my room. And one has that kind of a confidence. And I can assure you one thing very well, and that's my commitment to you, that GR is going to outperform Amarjit Chopra in the next year under all circumstances. And that is what I have been wishing for. I think when you lay down your office, you must have that kind of a confidence that the person coming in next to you will be able to surpass you. Because if he underperforms you, it is no credit to you yourself. I think what is more important is that he should be able to outperform you, and the institution, the profession must gain as a consequence thereof. This year, when one took over on 12th February 2010, there are a number of things which go through your mind at that particular point of time. You have sense of satisfaction, you have sense of, I can say, you feel the burden of expectations of 1,65,000 members, 7 lakh students. If that burden overcomes you, you are gone. But if you take that burden as a challenge that you have to meet out certain expectations, I think that is your strength. And I think both of us decided on certain issues together. And we embarked upon a particular path, and we have tried to maintain that particular spirit. We had committed to ourselves that under no circumstances will change the curriculum for the students, because students had enough of it in the last 4 or 5 years. Curriculum in the last 5 years undergoing change for 4 times virtually. Probably neither me nor GR may be knowing who is the student who has to undergo the training for 3.5 years and who is the student who has to undergo the training for 3 years. That kind of situation has arisen. I think the students definitely deserved a much better treatment, some kind of a stability in the curriculum, and we have tried to give that, and we'll definitely try to give it in the next year also. And given the possibility, we'll try to give it in the 3rd year also, for that matter. But one thing is very clear, that our profession is such where the entry level is the easiest. Exit is the most difficult. To overcome this, one slight change that we have been able to bring out, of course it is subject to approval by the government, because the regulation will have to undergo a change. In the last council meeting only we have done it. So far, a student has to appear in 4 subjects under 4 sections of 1 paper, so far as CPT is concerned. And we have decided in the last council meeting, so far, a student may secure 0 marks in 2 of these sections and still may be able to get through. We have decided that the aggregate that he has to secure is 50%, no doubt about it. But minimum that he has to secure in every section will be 30%. Because there should be an all-round personality of the student concerned. It is not desirable that a student secures 100% in mathematics, but fails very badly in accounts or fails very badly in other subjects. So we have decided that minimum marks that he has to secure in every section shall be 30%. And of course, over aggregate that he has to secure will be 50%. I think this will go a long way to really ensure the quality of the students coming in, and probably an all-round improvement in the results, particularly at IPCC level and at final level, for that matter. We have been able to ensure at least one thing, that the suggested answers for the last examination were hosted on the website of the institute. And so far as the November examination is concerned, it is a commitment given to the students, and it is a commitment being given to the members at large. We shall be able to host the suggested answers on the website of the institute for November examination before 31st of December. Why we want to do it? Because the student should know right in advance before the result is declared as to what has been the kind of the performance. He should not be taken by a surprise when the result comes in and he starts criticizing the examiners or anyone else. I think the student should be taking it very clearly as to what is the level of his performance and what is going to happen in the periods to come. We are trying to improve upon the GMCS. Right now it is 14 days, but in 14 days you cannot really imbibe the communication skills in a particular student. I am very clear on that. Yes, this 3 months residential course is good enough, but we are trying to reduce it from 3 months to about 1.5 months, because there has been too much of a repetition in that particular course also, and it becomes cost prohibitive also to the students. We are trying to restructure that thing, and probably the students will be able to get benefited by that. But what is desirable, and I think it will be for the council to deliberate thereupon after it comes from the Board of Studies, that this GMCS of 14 days could be enhanced. But then it must start in the first year for about 5 days, where it could be an orientation for what is a client's office, what is a chartered accountant's office,